Hello everybody, this is Danny Mathematics with another example to explore. And today guys, I want to explore example 4 of percent word problems, right? And remember guys, percents fall under the proportionality umbrella, right? Along with unit rates, ratios, measurement conversion, scale factoring, and so on, right? So today guys, we're going to solve this problem and we're going to use the box method in order to solve this problem. And I'm going to show you the different ways within the box method you can solve, which is cross multiplying, the butterfly method, or scale factoring. Either we can scale factor vertically or horizontally due to the fact that some numbers are multiples of other numbers, okay? So let's look at this problem, guys. We have this word problem. At Seco Ranch, my bad, it's a little typo, give me a second. All right, at Seco Ranch High School, there are 2,680 students enrolled this year. 80% of the student body are not classified as seniors. How many students enrolled are not classified as seniors? Okay, let me read it again. At Seco Ranch High School, there are 2,680 students enrolled this school year. 80% of the student body are not classified as seniors. How many students enrolled are not classified as seniors? How many students enrolled are not classified as seniors? So let me go ahead and underline the question, because the question will ask you or will tell you what you need to look for, okay? It will give you clarity on what we're solving for, right? So we're trying to find how many students enrolled are not classified as seniors, right? Now we know guys at a high school, right? We know that not every student is classified as seniors, right? Some are classified as freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, whatever, right? So if we're looking for this, how many students enrolled are not classified as seniors, we know for a fact that that's not the whole, okay? So that has to be the part that we're looking for. So let me go ahead and put an X at the part, because the question is letting me know I'm looking for the partial of the whole, which is students not classified as seniors, okay? And not classified as seniors represents the part and the percent. So let me go ahead and write that. I'm gonna put non-seniors. That means not classified as seniors, right? Non-seniors. That is the subject line, which represents the percentage and the part of the whole, right? The partial of the whole, okay? Now, other information that was given in the problem was the whole. They said at Seco Ranch, there are a total of 2,680 students enrolled, okay? So this right here, guys, is the whole. So I know that the whole or the total is 2,680 students, right? That is the total enrollment at Seco Ranch, right? And in the problem, guys, they gave us the percentage of the student body that are not classified as seniors, right? And the percentage is 80. And it says not classified as seniors, okay? So because the percentage represents the same as the part, right? And I don't have to subtract or add or to do any manipulation, it's just 80%, because 80% of the student bodies is not seniors or are not seniors, right? 80% of the student body does not classify as seniors, okay? So we're good. We have the total number of students, 2,680 students. That's freshmen, sophomores, seniors, and juniors all put together, right? We have the part. We're trying to find out how many students are not seniors. We don't know that yet, but we have the percentage of the students that are not seniors, okay? So let's go ahead and solve, guys. We're solving for the part, which is X. Once again, I'm gonna solve both ways. Let's do cross multiplication. I'm gonna do it this way first, and then after I do it this way, I'm gonna do scale factoring, okay? So once again, guys, you can do it the first way, which is cross multiplying, okay? Let's go ahead and do that. Once again, guys, you draw a box, and you follow this formula, this format, okay? The bottom row, the subject line is always, let me put it right here. The subject line is always total. right? A number that represents total is 100%, right? So 100 will always go right there. And the total number of students is 2,680. That's the total number of students, right? Now the top subject line represents the percent in the part, and that represents students that are not seniors, right? I'm gonna put non-seniors. So students that are non-seniors or not seniors, okay? The percentage of non-seniors at Seco Ranch is 80%. 80% of the student body does not classify as seniors, right? But we don't know the exact amount, but we can find out the exact amount. So in the part box, we're gonna put X. Now, once again, guys, we're gonna cross multiply. Always start off with X and the number that's diagonal to X, which is, in this case, is 100. So 100 times X is 100X equals the opposite, which is 80 times 2,680. Let's go ahead and write that. So I have 80% times the 2,680 total students enrolled, right? All right, so let's go ahead and solve that. So let me just do this simple math on the side. I got that and I got 8. Once again, guys, remember I can cross out these zeros, these consecutive zeros starting at the ones place. I can cross them out and reattach them. So instead of me doing 80 times 2,680, I can just do 268 times 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 4 is 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21, right? But remember, guys, I gotta attach those two zeros. So it's actually 214,400. 214,400. So let me write that down here. 214,400 equals 100X. Okay? So once again, guys, in order for us to find out the value of X, I have to divide both sides by the value that's attached to X, which is 100. Okay? So 100X divided by 100 is just X. So I have X equals. And remember, guys, whenever we're dividing, if the numbers have zeros in the ones place, you can cross out those zeros, okay? So I have 214,400 divided by 100 is the same as saying 21,440 divided by 10, okay? It's the same as saying that, because I cross out those two zeros that's in the ones place. And it only works if both numbers have zeros in the ones place, okay? And that place value, okay? Now I have 21,440 divided by 10. Once again, this has a number, has a zero in the ones place, and 10 has a zero in the ones place. So it's the same as saying 2,144 divided by 1, which is 2,144. So X equals 2,144 non-seniors, right? Because that is the total number of students that are not seniors, okay? And this number, 2,144, is 80% of 2,680, okay? So for example, it's safe to say, if 80% of the student bodies is not seniors, then it's safe to say that 2,144 students are non-seniors, okay? Now, let's just act like we didn't know that answer, and we're gonna do it the opposite way to see if we get the same answer. So I'm gonna put OR. And once again, I did cross multiplying. Now I'm gonna do scale factoring, okay? And scale factoring is based on numbers and their multiples. So for example, 8 is a multiple of 2, because if I multiply 2 by 4, I will equal 8. 16 is a multiple 2, because if I multiply 2 times 8, I will get 16, okay? So let's go ahead and do that same thing, guys. I'm just gonna put the numbers back where they go. It's the same numbers, same subject lines, everything's the same. Okay, 2,680. And remember guys, these are non-seniors. Seniors, and this is total, right? So I just want to just set it up the same way, okay? So remember guys, scale factor, you can scale factor vertically or horizontally, right? Depending on X and the positions of the multiples, all right? The numbers that are multiples of one another, okay? So X is here, okay? So X is there. Let me look at it, guys. I can either go from bottom to top, or I can go from left to right. I'm gonna go from left to right, guys, right? Because I know that if I cross out a 0 and a 0 here, I can see what I multiplied 10 by or 100 by to get to 2,680, okay? So that's all I did, guys. I just crossed out those zeros, and then what I'm gonna do on the side, guys, I'm gonna divide 268 divided by 10 to see what is the scale factor, okay? So once again, guys, if we were a size 10, I can't fit in the size 2, but I can fit in the size 26 2 times, because 10 times 2 is 20. 26 minus 20 is 6. I'm gonna bring it down to 8, make it be 68. 10 going to 68 6 times. I stopped at 60. I gotta subtract 60 from 68. I still have a remainder of 8, but I don't have no more numbers, so I gotta add a decimal and bring down the imaginary 0, make 8 be 80, and 10 going to 80 8 times, okay? Because 10 times 8 is 80, boom, okay? So the scale factor, guys, even though it's a decimal, right? But the scale factor is times 26.8. That's what it's saying. I multiply 100 by 26.8 to get 2,680, okay? Now, if that's the case, I would have to do the same thing up here with 80 in order for me to find out the value of X. So if that's the same thing, or that's the case, I gotta multiply 80 by 26.8. Okay, to find out what X equals. Okay, these are not the best numbers to see, but once again, it can still work. Okay, so I have 26.8 times 80. Here's another good method when you're multiplying, guys. You can always divide the place values into columns so you won't get it mixed or screwed. Okay, 0 times 8 is 0, 0 times 6 is 0, 0 times 2 is 0. All right, as you can see, guys, I'm multiplying by 8, but since 8 is in the tens place value, I'm actually multiplying by 80. So I cannot start there. I got to put an X there and start in the column that this place value is in, okay? So 8 times 8 is 64. 8 times 6 is 48. Plus 6 is 54. 8 times 2 is 16. Plus 5 is 21. Okay, 21. And then I'm just going to bring everything else down. 0 plus nothing is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 1 and then 2. So that is 20. Oh, but then I have a decimal right there. I'm sorry. I had one place value behind the decimal. So I have to have one place value behind the decimal right there. And then my answer is 2,144 non-seniors. All right, which is the same as this answer over here, as you can see, guys. So once again, guys, these are 2 ways you can solve by using the box method. Either you can use the box method to cross multiply, or you can use the box method to do scale factor, okay? And let me put that over here, that's scale factor. Scale factor, okay? So either way, guys, cross multiplying or scale factor, right? As you can see, we got the same answer, okay? So thank y'all so much, guys, for tuning in, guys. I will upload a couple more examples over percents. And then after percents, guys, I'm going to touch on the other concepts that fall under the proportionality umbrella, such as ratios, unit rates, measurement conversions, scale factoring, and more. So thank y'all so much, guys. Have a great day.